You have a concave mirror, okay, like this. Suppose consider you have a concave mirror, right? Bulge part is coated with a silver, bulge part is coated with a silver, and the cave part is a reflecting surface. Cave part is a reflecting surface, bulge part is coated with a silver. Okay. Now, suppose consider you have a center line. Okay. You have a, I think everyone know about this one. This line is called as the principal axis. Okay. This line is called as the principal axis. X, Y, right? And this point is called as a pole. Point is called as a pole. Okay. Now, suppose consider a ray of light is coming. Suppose consider a ray of light is coming from infinity. Ray of light is coming from infinity. From infinity, a ray of light is coming. When it will be touching the concave mirror, when it will be touching the concave mirror, after touching the concave mirror, what will happen in the sense? It will reflect. It will reflect inward. Inward in the sense, the ray will be converging. The ray will be getting converged. Okay. Okay. After reflection, ray will be getting converged. Okay, it will be getting inside like this. Right. Now, in the same manner, if I draw another ray downwards, downwards, a ray of light is coming and it is touching a concave mirror. After hitting a concave mirror, it will converge. Right. It will converge and meet at a point. It will converge and meet at a point. Right. Okay. So these two rays will be meeting at particular point. These two rays will be meeting at particular point here. Okay. Those two rays will be meeting at particular point. So according to the first rule, a ray of light, a ray of light, just a second. A ray of light, parallel to the principal axis, a ray of light parallel to the principal axis after reflection will pass through the focus. It will pass through the focus. Okay. This point is called as a focus. Okay. So first rule, what is the first rule? A ray of light parallel to the principal axis. A ray of light parallel to the principal axis. XY is the principal axis. Okay. XY is principal axis. A ray of light parallel to the principal axis after reflection. Okay. After reflection will pass through the focus. It will pass through the focus. You can see after reflection it is coming and touching the focus, right? In the same manner, another line from downward line, you can see a ray of light parallel to the principal axis. After reflection it is passing through the focus. Okay, it is passing through the focus. Understood? And this type of what type of mirror it is? It is a concave mirror. Okay, it is a concave mirror. So this is the first rule for concave mirror. And the first rule for convex mirror is, I'll draw simultaneously here, like this. Okay, this one is just a second. This one is XY line. X, Y. Okay. Suppose consider here you have a focus. Here you have a focus. Okay. Then, so inside part will be coated with a silver. Cave part which is there, that cave part will be coated with a silver, whereas bulge part will be reflecting surface. Bulge part will be reflecting surface. Cave part will be coated with a silver. for convex. Okay, this one is convex mirror. This one is convex mirror and this one is concave mirror. Okay, so suppose consider a ray of light is coming. Okay, a ray of light is coming and it is hitting the convex mirror. It is hitting a convex mirror. This ray of light which is there, it is directly parallel. Okay, it is parallel to the principal axis. This ray of light which is there, it is parallel to the principal axis. What is the principal axis? XY line. XY line which you can see on the screen, that XY line is a principal axis. Okay. So a ray of light is coming and hitting the convex mirror. That ray of light is parallel to the principal axis. Okay. It is parallel to the principal axis. After touching the convex mirror, what will happen in this is that ray of light will be diverging. Why it will be diverging? Because you have already learned convex mirrors are always diverging mirrors. Okay, convex mirrors are always diverging mirrors. That's the reason ray of light will be getting diverged. Okay, so after touching the mirror, the ray of light will be diverging like this. Okay, it will be moving away. In the same manner, if a ray of light is coming like this and it is touching a convex mirror, after touching, ray of light will be reflecting in such a manner it will diverge away. Okay, see, this one will be moving in this direction, this one will be moving in this direction. Okay, then now you know these two rays, these two reflected rays which you can see, these two reflected rays are not at all meeting with each other. These two, this one, this reflected ray and this reflected ray is not at all meeting with each other. So where you will be getting the image, where you will be getting the image, so it will be very difficult to find out where you will be getting the image. So what we will be doing is we will be imagining that an image is formed behind the mirror. Okay, we will be imagining that an image is formed behind the mirror, and if it is formed behind the mirror, then you will be getting virtual image. Okay, like this. If you pass imaginary lines, if you pass imaginary lines through here, this dotted lines, then image will be formed at focus. Compulsory it will be forming at focus only. Okay, remember this one. If a ray of light, so according to the first rule of convex mirror, a ray of light, a ray of light parallel to the principal axis, a ray of light parallel to the principal axis, after reflection, just a second, where it is. After reflection, ray will be diverging from each other. Ray will be diverging with each other, and the imaginary line will be passing through the focus. Imaginary line will be passing through the focus, and then image you will be getting at focus. Image you will be getting at focus. So where you will be getting the image? You will be getting the image behind the mirror. You will be getting the image behind the mirror. Behind the mirror in the sense, behind the convex mirror, you will be getting the image. Understood? Behind the convex mirror, you will be getting the image. Understood, everyone? Okay, right? So definition you will be having like a ray of light parallel to the principal axis after reflection appear to diverge from the principal focus of convex mirror. Okay, from the principal focus of convex mirror, right? A ray of light parallel to the principal axis, a ray of light parallel to the principal axis after reflection appear to diverge from the principal focus of convex mirror, from the principal focus of convex mirror. Understood, everyone? So these two are the first rule. This one is the first rule for concave mirror, and this one is the first rule for convex mirror. Remember, these two are the first rules, right? Now I will be explaining you about second rule of concave mirror and convex mirror, right? Just a second. No, you should not. One student. No, you should not write. You should not write. I am explaining you. I will be giving you notes anyhow on WhatsApp. I will be giving you anyhow. Okay. Okay, I should say loudly. Is it not audible to you? Okay, I will be explaining you loudly. Okay. Next ray diagram, like suppose consider you have a concave mirror, right? Outside part, bulge part will be coated with a silver. Okay, bulge part will be coated with a silver, and cave part is a reflecting surface. Cave part is a reflecting surface. Bulge part is coated with a silver, right? And a center line is there. That line is called as a principal axis. Center line which is there, it is called as a principal axis, and we will be naming it as an x and y. Okay, 2 points, first point and ending point, xy line we will be writing, right? Now you can see there is a, if if we put a point, if we put a point on xy line, and if we name it as a focus, here focus, right? Now if a ray of light, if a ray of light passing through the principal focus, if a ray of light passing through the principal focus, understood? If a ray of light passing through the principal focus of concave mirror, right? This one is concave mirror, right? See, a ray of light is coming and it is touching the principal focus. It is touching the principal focus. After touching the principal focus, it is touching concave mirror, right? It is touching concave mirror. Now when it will touch the concave mirror, that ray will be getting reflected. After touching the concave mirror, that ray will be reflecting, right? How it will be reflected? It will be reflected parallel to the principal axis. How it will be reflected? It will be reflected parallel to the principal axis. Remember this one. Okay, so you'll be having like a definition: a ray of light passing through the principal axis, a ray of light passing through the principal axis, right? No, a ray of light passing through the principal focus of concave mirror, passing through the principal focus of concave mirror after reflection. Okay, after reflection becomes parallel to the principal axis, becomes parallel to the principal axis. A ray of light passing through the principal focus, a ray of light passing through the principal focus after reflection, it is parallel to the principal axis. After reflection, it is parallel to the principal axis. Understood, everyone? Right? A ray of light passing through the principal focus, a ray of light passing through the principal focus after reflection, it will it will become parallel to the principal axis. After reflection, it will become parallel to the principal axis. Remember this one. Okay. In the same manner, if we draw a convex mirror, if we draw convex mirror, if we draw convex mirror, huh, cave part will be coated. Cave part which is there, that cave part will be coated with a silver, and the bulge part which is there, it is a reflecting surface. Okay. Hmm. I'll name this one as an x and y. If I take a point, on principal axis, and this point is called as a focus. This point is called as a focus, right? Now suppose consider, hmm, hmm, a ray of light is there. Okay, a ray of light is there. It is coming and it is touching the focus in such a, it is touching the convex mirror. Just a second. Hmm. Suppose consider a ray of light is there. That ray of light is coming and touching the convex mirror. It is coming and touching the convex mirror in such a manner that if you try to extend the line, If you try to extend the line, it will touch the focus. If you try to extend the line, it will touch the focus. Okay. If a ray of light is coming and it is touching the convex mirror, right? After touching the convex mirror, if you try to extend the line, it should touch the focus. It should touch the focus. Okay. It should touch the focus. In such a manner, you need to extend the line. Okay. Then after reflection, what will happen in the sense? After reflection, what will happen in the sense? This ray of light, which is it will be parallel to the principal axis. It will be parallel to the principal axis. Understood, everyone? When a ray of light is when a ray of light is coming and it is touching the convex mirror, it is touching the convex mirror in such a manner. If you try to extend the line, it should touch the focus. It should touch the focus. Okay. So after reflection, what will happen? After reflection, it will be compulsory parallel to the principal axis. After reflection, it will be parallel to the principal axis. Understood, everyone? So you'll be having a sentence like this: a ray of light, going towards the focus, a ray of light going towards the focus of convex mirror becomes parallel to the principal axis after reflection. Becomes parallel to the principal axis after reflection. Okay, after reflection, it will be that ray of light will become parallel. Okay, after reflection, that ray of light will become parallel to the principal axis. Understood, everyone? Okay, this is the second rule. Okay, second rule for concave and second rule for convex. Second rule for concave mirror as well as second rule for convex mirror. Remember this one. Okay, right? I think everyone understood. Hmm. Right? Now, you have a third rule. Yes. Suppose consider you have a concave mirror and you have a convex mirror. Both at the same time I'm drawing. Okay. I'll be using board also. I do have board also, marker board. I'll be using marker board while explaining numericals. Numericals will be there in light chapter. During numericals, I'll be using board such that uh, you can easily understand. Huh. Suppose you have a straight line like this. Okay, this is straight line is principal axis x, y, x, y. Okay, now suppose consider you have a center point of a concave mirror. You have a center point of a concave mirror as well as center point of a convex mirror. Center point of a concave mirror and center point of a convex mirror. Now a ray of light is there. Suppose consider a ray of light is coming and it is touching the center of curvature. It is touching the center of curvature. After touching the center of curvature, it is touching the mirror. It is touching the concave mirror. Okay, a ray of light is there. It is coming from infinity. It is coming from infinity and it is touching the center of curvature of concave mirror. It is touching the center of curvature of concave mirror. After touching the concave mirror, it is going and touching the concave mirror. It is going and touching the concave mirror. So after touching the concave mirror, what will happen? That ray of light will be anyhow reflecting. That ray of light will be anyhow reflecting. How it will reflect in the sense, it will take the same path from where it is coming. It will take the same path from where it is coming. In the sense, as it is coming from this direction, it will be going to that direction only. It will acquire the same path. Okay, it will acquire the same path. From where it is coming, there only it will be going. Understood, everyone? Okay, right? Understood, everyone? So, a ray of light going towards the center of curvature, a ray of light going towards the center of curvature, of a concave mirror is reflected back along the same path. Is reflected back along the same path for concave mirror. Right? This one is for concave mirror. Understood, everyone? Now, in the same manner, if we draw a ray of light, which is coming like this, it is touching what do you call, convex mirror. Okay, it is touching a convex mirror, and after touching the convex mirror, if you extend the line, it should touch the center of curvature. If you extend the line, it should touch the center of curvature, right? Now, what will happen in the sense, as it is coming from infinity, when it will be touching the center of curvature, imaginary line, when it will be touching the center of curvature, after reflection it will take the same path from where it is coming. After reflection, it will take the same path from where it is coming. Okay, you'll be having a sentence like this: a ray of light going towards the center of curvature, a ray of light going towards the center of curvature of a convex mirror, a ray of light going towards the center of curvature of convex mirror of convex mirror is reflected back along the same path. Is reflected back along the same path. Remember this one. Okay. For concave it will be inside. Okay. For convex it will be outside. Understood? Imaginary lines you need to draw there. Right. So this is the third rule. This is the third rule for concave as well as convex mirror. Third rule for concave mirror as well as convex mirror. Right. Suppose now I will be explaining you about fourth rule for concave as well as convex mirror. Right. Bulge part is coated with a silver. Bulge part is coated with a silver like this. Like this. Bulge part is coated with a silver for concave, whereas for convex, cave part is coated with a silver. For concave, cave part will be coated with a silver. Okay. There is a principal axis for concave as well as principal axis for convex. Principal axis for concave as well as convex. X, Y. Okay. X and Y. Done. Now, suppose consider a ray of light is coming from infinity. A ray of light is coming from infinity and it is touching the midpoint of a concave mirror. It is touching the midpoint of a concave mirror. What is that midpoint of a concave mirror? The midpoint of a concave mirror is called as a pole. Midpoint of a concave mirror is called as a pole. Okay, a ray of light is there. It is coming from an infinity. It is coming from an infinity, and it is touching the pole. It is touching the pole of a concave mirror. After touching the pole of a concave mirror, it will be reflecting back. It will be reflecting back. Understood? It will be reflecting back. See, a ray of light is coming and it is touching the pole of a concave mirror. After touching the pole of a concave mirror, it will reflect back. How it will reflect in the sense, you'll be getting two angles there here. You'll be getting two angles here. What are those angles? What are those angles? Voice should come from your mouth. What are those angles? What are those angles? What is I and what is R? What is I and what is R? I is nothing but as an angle of incidence. Okay, I is nothing but as an angle of incidence. R is nothing but as an angle of reflection. Okay, I is angle of incidence. R is angle of reflection. So when a ray of light is coming from infinity and it is directly touching the midpoint of a concave mirror. Midpoint of a concave mirror is nothing but as a pole. Okay, it is touching the pole of a concave mirror. After touching a pole of a concave mirror, that ray of light will be reflecting back. Okay, that ray of light will be reflecting back. It will be reflecting in such a manner. It will be reflecting in such a manner that angle I is equal to angle R. Okay, angle I is equal to angle R. In the sense, this one is first rule of reflection. Okay, first law of reflection. Angle of incidence is always equal to angle of reflection. Angle of incidence is always equal to angle of reflection. Then, okay, this one is for concave mirror. In the same manner, if I draw a straight line, a if a ray of light is coming from infinity and it is touching the midpoint of a convex mirror, it is touching a midpoint of a convex mirror. That midpoint is nothing but as a pole. That midpoint is nothing but as a pole of a convex mirror. Okay, now as the ray of light is coming and it is touching the pole, after reflection, it will reflect back. Okay, it will reflect back like this. Then it will reflect in such a manner you will be getting two angles here. You will be getting two angles here. You will be getting two angles. Those two angles are angle I and angle R. Okay, angle I and angle R. Angle I is called as an angle of incidence. Angle R is called as an angle of reflection. Okay, angle I is angle of incidence. Angle R is angle of reflection. So when a ray of light is coming from infinity, and it is touching the pole of a convex mirror, it is touching the pole of a convex mirror. After touching the pole of a convex mirror, it will reflect back in such a manner. Angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Angle of incidence will be equal to angle of reflection. Okay, so this one is the fourth rule for drawing the ray diagram. Understood? This one is fourth rule for drawing the ray diagram. Fourth rule for concave mirror as well as fourth rule for convex mirror. So remember these all four rules for concave mirror as well as four rules for convex mirror. These all rules are most important. In the exam, we will be asking you to draw, he'll be asking you to draw the rules for concave mirror, and he will be asking you to draw the rules for concave mirror. Understood? Otherwise, what he will do, he in the exam he will be giving you incomplete diagram. And he will be telling you to continue the remaining diagram. He'll be telling you to continue the remaining diagram. What you need to do, you need to continue the remaining diagram. Understood, everyone? Okay, right? So what you need to do, you need to extend the lines, and you need to draw the perfect diagram. You need to take a scale, you need to take a protractor, you need to take a divider, right? Compass, you need to take all those instruments you need to use, and then you need to draw the diagram. Okay, right? I think everyone understood the rules for drawing the ray diagram for concave mirror as well as convex mirror. Rules for drawing the ray diagram for concave mirror as well as convex mirror, right? Only 3 minutes 40 seconds is left out. If anyone have any doubts, they can ask the doubts. If anyone have any doubt, you can ask the doubt. Which you have posted. You need to type my name. Okay, Ankita, what you need to do is you need to type my name, Somnath Swami Sir. On YouTube, you need to type my name, Somnath Swami Sir. Then you will be getting a particular channel there. If you open the channel, you will be getting first video. Recently, I have opened the channel, and I am trying to give my best on editing the video. Okay. Okay, I need to ask you a question. I think you all know the answers. Sir, exercise and in-text question answers from where should we write? From anywhere. From anywhere. Take, you can use a guide. Okay. You can use any guide. Like example, I will tell you. You can use Eschand. Okay. You can use Eschand. You can use what you call together with. Together book is there. In together with also you have question and answers. You can search it on Google. If you search it on Google, like if you need to type in text question and answers for class 10 light reflection and refraction chapter, if you type that one, then you will be getting a particular link. If you open the link, then you'll be getting question and answers. You need to copy those question and answers. Okay. My CBSE guide, you can go through for my CBSE guide. You can go through anywhere. Type YouTube channel. YouTube channel. See, I told you already. Type my name, Somnath Swami sir. Somnath Swami sir. You type on YouTube, you'll be getting. Okay. Hmm. 1 minute left out. See, these are all the rules in PPT presentation in this Word document. In no PDF document, you can see the rules. Okay. Rules for reflection of light through spherical mirror. This one is the first one. This one is the first one. This one is the second one for concave and convex. And this one is third one for concave and convex. This one is fourth one for concave and convex. Understood? Tomorrow I will be explaining you formation of different type of images by concave mirror. Okay, ray diagrams. If an object is at infinity, how the ray diagram will come. If an object is at C, if an object is beyond C, if an object is at C, if an object is between C and F, if an object is at F, if an object